Hey you guys, that was weird. I'm back with another basic BMT story. BMT story. Okay, so I remember the first phone call I got in basic training, and I don't cry. I'm not really one for crying because I had been to college before, and so I was used to not seeing people for a long time, like my parents or my friends. I was used to that, but all my flight sisters were, I guess, not used to it. So it was just like the trail of tears in that room. The first phone call we got, the first phone call I got, I called my parents first. I think it was like 15 minutes long, so I called them for like 7 minutes, and then I called my two best friends. And in this phone call, I regaled them with a story, which I will now tell to you. So in the phone call, I was like, you guys, let me tell you what happened this week. Because that's what I would do every week, was tell them what happened. And so there's this girl on our flight who was kind of messy. And she just could not get it right. Our MTI hated her. He hated her so much, he actively looked for ways to have her washed back. He did not like her. And so she couldn't march. She just looked, some people like Pigpen. Some people just look dirty. She was just kind of one of those. She's kind of like a hopeless case, whatever. She graduated basic training, but she was just one of those people. Our MTI didn't like her. So anyway, during shakedown, which is when this is like the second or third day of basic training, where all the MTIs come to your dorm. And you lay all your things out on your bed to make sure that you have the appropriate things that you're supposed to have, and they take away things that you should not have. Like that time I told y'all they took away my lotion, that was during shakedown, which I'm not over, because you can't take away a black girl's lotion. So during shakedown, we have all the MTIs, and one of the MTIs is a blue rope, and blue rope is like the top 10% of MTIs. They're like the best of the best MTIs. And we have a blue rope. I don't remember what his name was, but I remember he looked like my dad, so I was never scared of him. And he was walking up and down our bay. And during shakedown, you have to stand on your locker, so it was like 20 girls on the wall. And my bed was like one of the first two beds, so I was like one of the first people done. And so I was just waiting. And so there's the girl who nobody liked. She was further down in my same bay, so I could hear everything that was happening, but you're supposed to look straight forward. So I was looking here, but I could hear everything that was happening. So our MTI, the blue rope comes by. He's like looking at all our stuff. He's like, has this mean look on his face, like he's scaring somebody, whatever. And he goes up to her, and I had braids at the time. I think y'all saw that. I had braids, so my hair was always usually fine. But the white females, they had a hard time with their hair, and they couldn't get it in a bun, ponytail, whatever they needed to have. They couldn't get it together. So the MTI sees the girl that nobody likes, and he's like, "Trainee, did you do your hair today?" And she was like, "Yes, sir." "Really? Looks like you brushed your hair with a firecracker." Oh, y'all, I died laughing. I thought that shit was so funny. He said, "Looks like you brushed your hair with a firecracker." Just like in my mind popped an image of somebody like with a TNT stick from like Looney Tunes, like going through their hair, and it just explodes. And I just laughed for weeks off of that. Even today, it's still funny. That was just like the most glorious thing that happened the whole week. But I told my friends this on the phone, and I think they spent the remainder of the 5-6 minutes of the story laughing, because I've never heard something so damn funny in my entire life, and I just thought that was just the greatest like jab you could throw at somebody, is to tell them that they look like they brushed their hair with a firecracker. I was like, man, these people got some insults on deck for you. I was like, if this is what the first week is like, I could only... It's 5:30. Well, I guess that is the end of this video, because this is going to take a while. So I'll talk to y'all later.